This sounds crazy to people that are super unaware of energy. Like, I don't know how else it's going to sound crazy to people who are oblivious to the obvious. Y'all would not believe what I have been through today. So I started my day really normally. I get my notebook and I journal, and then I bring my phone out and I'll usually do like a little vlog. I've started doing a little vlog in the morning, just trying to like keep myself updated. And I haven't put anything up. I've just been recording them and throwing them on my hard drive. I'm like, I'll get to them later. So I got into a really intense blog today about just things that I'm dealing with my child and everything like that. And immediately, like four different times in the middle of filming this particular video, my family came out, the dog was barking. 3 different times my phone ran out of space, even though there was plenty of space. It kept saying it was full. I finally get the video out. I finally get it recorded. I get all of the stuff onto my little hard drive because I have a hard drive that will let me plug into my iPhone and my Mac. Copy everything over, delete all of the content. I'm going upstairs. I go upstairs to grab my computer to plug everything in, and I realize that my hard drive is just not connecting. And it started on my phone. Like it went to save and then it didn't. And then I was like, okay, that's weird. So I tried to plug it on my Mac and it just stopped. And I'm like, that's weird. So then I tried the other hard drive because I have 2 of the exact same hard drive. One is way newer, like brand new, one of their new models. This shouldn't be happening. Neither one of them are mounting. Neither one of them are readable. I can't access either one of them. And my body goes into shock. Like immediately my body goes into shock because these 2 hard drives are the ones with all of the brand new content that I just shot the last 4 months, and everything else that I shot my entire career, because I've only been shooting since February, but that entire time I filled 2 terabytes of stuff. So I put it all on that one, and then this new one I was working from, and because the storage that I need is relatively expensive, I told myself, okay, I'll just wait until another booking, and then when I get the payment from that booking, I'll invest in one of the really big storage units. It's like NDAS, or I don't remember what it's called. I haven't needed to work with storage that big in a really long time, and so I guess I was just kind of a newbie in that not having it right away. If I had it, I could have copied everything over and put it into the thing. And because I don't have it, I couldn't do that. So I'm literally over here freaking out. Like I'm losing my mind. Like what am I gonna do at this point? I don't even remember where I was at when I was explaining this, because when you have family members who are unhappy with themselves and are unhappy with life and they don't care to try to change anything, you trying to grow will trigger them. And so you can have a myriad of different behaviors happening, but one that I see the most often across the board is needing to interrupt me for whatever reason I'm trying to film. And it's a pretty consistent thing. It's really weird the way that someone who's supposed to be on your side will do something like that. So I'm getting a lot of energy, like a lot of really, really intense energy that is unhealed, and instead of being dealt with via self from the person that it's coming from, they're just projecting all their anger and bitterness for the lack of things that they don't have in their life towards those of us who are doing something. And so what that looks like in the 3D, like I don't really talk about this at all because I stopped doing energy stuff on YouTube, especially because when you're legit, people that are like trying to fake it, you become a target. And so I just had to have a nice little chat with God, say, listen, you need to have somebody else do that work. I'm not doing that. I'm so done with being attacked for just trying to help people. And I understand that a lot of us that are in this energy wise, the spectrum of energy, we're here to help add to things. That's a normal. It's a constant. You're constantly going to get attacked. But in my 37 years, I've learned there are different ways that I can choose in which to give of myself to this world to help others that will drain me less than doing tarot or energy work or Reiki or whatever it was that I might have been doing in the past. And I had just started really getting into like Reiki. I hadn't actually done it on anybody, but I was going through the channels to learn to do it. Channeling, light language, all of that stuff I've touched on quite a bit. And the majority of my channel that is still up, my tarot channel, it's all channeled. It's not just reading what the pictures say on the cards. It's all channeled messages. And that's how I always read. And so at some point I started getting attacked from that channel as well, and then it was coming from other ways. So I have removed myself from the world in every arena that would put me in the forefront of being attacked. So having this happen when I've just not gotten paid from a few different companies that should have paid me like weeks ago. The money just still isn't there. It's just like in money space. That usually occurs when I have energy being sent my way and people are trying to block any abundance, block any flow for me, mainly trying to block the flow. And so I don't know what mental, because the thing is you can't be like, oh, so-and-so sending energy and it's fucking everything up. If you're a match for that energy sent, it could possibly hit you. So now I'm having to look at myself like, damn, I went on one date. You guys aren't going to hear about that now because all of that content that I just filmed about that is on those hard drives and I'm not going to refilm everything. I'm just going to let God do his thing. But I had one date and we managed to just drink a bottle between the two of us, which I don't think it's that much wine, but it was a really good wine. And so, it knocked because when you drink, they call it spirits for a reason. Like when you drink, you weaken your auric field to allow things to come in. It's like, imagine if there's like a gate around you energetically. And when you drink, you kind of just like leave the gate open. It's not like you're just completely pulling the walls down, but like there's an opening. And if there's any energy that's been trying to fuck with you at all, like it could slide in. So like I'm sober. I don't drink, but that man, I'll wait for the content to come back and I can edit and give it to you guys. But yeah, that date was an interesting date. And I don't usually drink, but it was like, I'm here. I need to just stay here. Because it was kind of like a challenge to self. And staying through the date was challenging. At one point, there was like 20 minutes of talking about his teeth thing that he flips out, which he flipped those out at the table, like with his napkin. And then I used to have flippers too, but I never in a million years would have taken my flippers out at the table. Like I was like, oh my God. It's like the model I had that literally the second time we were shooting together, she really gave narcissistic energy. And I was like, all right, I probably won't work with her again just because she was treating me like the help. A lot of people do that with photographers. We literally can make or break your career. Why would you treat us like the fucking help? Anyway, I digress. She tried to get out in the middle of Salem, Oregon. In the middle of downtown Salem, Oregon, I'm parked in my truck. And I think we were smoking a joint, which I'm comfortable doing in certain areas in downtown because I used to live downtown. But again, I used to live downtown, so I am known downtown. Like you were not going to get out of my truck and pee in downtown Salem, Oregon. And the model acted like I was just the rudest person in the world. And I was like, I do not give a fuck how you feel about me right now. Let's finish this up and get you back to your car. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. So anyway, that date where he was, that was that number 2. I'm like, wow, people are really just out here doing this shit. Like this is crazy. So anyway, that's why I ended up drinking on that date. And if I hadn't, they had non-alcoholic drinks there. That's actually why I told him to go there. So I could just order a mocktail. And then like immediately my spirit was like, nah, girl, maybe he was sent to lower my defenses so that the other energy can get through. I don't know. I really don't know. That man was so weird. Anyway, yeah, so the hard drives, my body goes into full shock. Like when your body starts tingling all over and you like you feel like you might pass out and your heart's beating really fast and like you're not really sweating, but it's like that cold, clammy, and then you might throw up, you might pass out. Like that happened instantly when I realized what was going on with the hard drives. I was like, and they're brand new. the newest one, the one that was giving me all the problems the first time, this one was less than a month old. Less than a month old. The other one's less than 6 months old. They're brand new drives. For both of them to happen at the same time, on the same day, man. So, part of me is like, it's gone forever. And then the girl that I was talking to, when I was setting everything up, she was like, listen, it's not cheap. It's not cheap to do this at all. You have 2 drives, so you're going to be looking at a steeper price probably. But I sent them a drive that I did like a month ago that I couldn't get into for like 20 years, and they were able to get into it. And so my thought process on like older drives is like, they don't have the technology to get into those old drives anymore. So if it's something as simple as the drive just isn't able to talk to the computer, it should be a relatively easy restore for them. And considering the types of restores they do, I was like, well, what's the top tier price? And she started at just like $10,000. I said, well, I don't think my content of stuff is worth $10,000 just yet. I would say it's maybe in the $7,000, $8,000 range. But so I did a lower thing. My dog is chewing on it. She's got teeth problems. Can't chew on those sticks, baby. That's why your teeth are fractured. You got a fractured tooth. You cannot chew on that stick. Knock it off. You want me to throw it? I'll throw it. Come here. I'll throw it. Yeah, it's a good stick to throw. I'll throw it. That's a good stick. No, don't chew it up first. Give it to me. So I'm so grateful for my grandfather, because I was like, there's no way that he's going to be willing to help me restore this. And so I just immediately was like, I've lost all my work. I've lost everything that I just worked for this whole year, everything that I've built up. And I've gotten like 18 magazine publications, and like, you don't even know how many. I filled up 4 terabytes full of content with B-roll alone, with B-roll and the photos that I've shot. And I still had 1 full photo shoot that I hadn't even gotten to yet. And all of those are on there. So I lost my shit. I crashed out. I was like, I came down and I was shocked for like a good 2 minutes. I couldn't say anything. And I couldn't get the words out. And then I just was crying, and I was like, I don't know what to, this is everything. And, he's been kind of watching me struggle with trying to figure out hard drives, because I had another hard drive fail. And the reason that I got the hard drives that I have now is because that it was also a newer hard drive that failed. Look, maybe it's my energy. My grandma used to crash out toasters. Like, God, what a terrible thing to like have your energy crash out. But my grandma couldn't keep a toaster in the house. And we haven't had a toaster problem since she died. God rest her soul. But she had a toaster problem. For a long time, I had a Mac problem where I would just burn out Macs. I don't have that issue anymore. But now I'm running into an issue with hard drives. So I'm wondering if there's been like a shift in my energy. There's something that I can do now so that when they come back and they're good, I'm telling myself everything works out for me, best case scenario. This happened so that you could get everything in order, so that you have that big storage, so that this never happens with like someone's wedding or something like that, which I would never do a wedding. My nervous system is like, absolutely not, bitch. Absolutely not. Absolutely not am I ever going to do a wedding. No photographers will ever have to worry about me being their competition for weddings. That's all y'all. Y'all do that. And then like the photographers that go underwater, never going to be your competition. I am always going to be a fan. I'm always going to be so inspired by you that you go underwater and do that shit. That's insane. You can't I won't even play a water level on Mario. That's how much I'm like, I avoid the water. Like, I like my shower, like a long hot shower. That's nice. Once in a while, I like to sit in the sauna, like a hot tub maybe, but like, did you ever catch me in a pool? Ever? At my pool? No, ever. Never. I have had some really cool properties that I got to live in, that there were rental properties and stuff, but the pools over in Vegas are really cool. Like, they have like little grottos and caves and all kinds of fun things, and so none of those could even get me. I was like, I would float on top of it in the sunlight where I could see what's underneath me. I had to have died in the ocean and been just eaten by sharks or something. The way I hate the water. Like, I keep seeing these timelines of people where they're like, the timeline of us being on, we're like, the world's gonna flood. I'm like, please God, don't be the timeline. Please don't let that be my timeline. Please let me. I would much rather. There are so many other ways that we could go that would be quicker and less terrifying and horrible. And I don't know why I'm even talking about this, but yeah, I'm mentally, my nervous system is in trauma mode right now. I made myself eat, but and before this happened, I was just really depressed and like really annoyed. And then I went into detail about how I felt about the things that were happening with me, and then that's when everything happened. So I really don't know. Felt like it was really bright. I don't know. Like I just filmed so much content today that I lost, and that really sucks. Like, I need to stop saying that I lost it. I don't have access to right now, and it could be 10 to 14 days before I do get access to it. Like, it's just like, dang, dude, dang, or just dang. I don't even know. I don't even. And like I almost don't want to post this on YouTube until I know what's going on, because if I don't say anything about what's happened, anybody that sent energy doesn't know that I got hit. Like if I just act like everything's cool and good, they won't know that I got hit, and they won't know that there's anything that they need to like focus more energy in. And this sounds crazy to people that are super unaware of energy. Like I don't know how else it's gonna sound crazy to people who are oblivious to the obvious. So oblivious to the obvious. I just want to say I'm really proud of this tree, because 2 years ago, it lost a giant part of itself. It broke off in the ice storm. See what? The part that broke off is over there. That big piece right there, right? Huge piece, right? So it broke off, and now it has all new growth. It's covered in leaves. Like it's like it refuses to give up, and I'm so proud of it, because I really thought that we were gonna lose it. But it's like Mother Nature kicked in and gave it an extra oomph of love or something. Because the parts of it that were I don't want to show because my house is in the background, that were like really starting to die, where the sun was getting to it, that if too much more sun got to it, too much more weather got to it, it would take the tree, right? It has, like, I was worried that it gave up, and every spot that had a branch broken, even areas where there really isn't, it's even started new little trees. I'm just so impressed with it. I don't even remember what I was talking about, because every time I look at it, I'm just like, you go, you little fucking badass. I am so proud of you. It looks like a fairy tree. Like it looks like the fairies living. Okay, take that. Thank you. Okay. So these are the new. See how it's like thrown up from the tree itself? Like this part of the trunk gave it new life, and now it's growing into like a tree, like 2 other trees on the side of it here, which is just awesome. And then up here you see how all of that up there was like broken off, and then there's all these new leaves. It was totally bare. I honestly thought that we were going to lose the tree, and now look at it. See where it's like broke off right there? Right there. All those new leaves. And then see those big branches there, which I feel like those are actually kind of heavy. And it would suck if they fell. But if they did fall, they wouldn't actually crush the house. So that's cool too. It just has so much growth. Like, you could see where the growth is. See how it's smaller right here in the middle, and then they've got see how it's smaller in the middle, and then it's got the two parts right here. That's how big the original tree was, and this is how much new growth is here. So from here all the way up is new growth, and I'm just so proud of it, because I thought it had given up. I thought we were gonna lose it. And I feel like it just has its home. It's a home to so many little animals. And I'm just so proud of this tree. But also, it's really cool. Look at this. Put this around my wrist so I don't drop my phone. It's got a hole. And then that hole comes out the other side too. Like, it's just the coolest tree I've ever seen in my life. I love this tree so much. I love you, tree. And like, look at all the new ones. Look at all the babies that are popping up. And this one, these are all the new ones. But it's like the sun has really just like, the sun's been doing this to all the tree leaves. And it's really weird. Actually, look. Oh, maybe I should come over and water it. Oh no. Oh! Okay, get out of here without hurting myself. Yeah. Really proud of that tree. Hi, DV. Yeah, so I'm usually inside on days like today, and I'm usually editing, and I'm usually preparing content to be edited later on. And that's usually all I do, and I can't do that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this just has me really Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the lesson from this, you know? I'm trying to see the good. Like, what's the good from this? Because it doesn't feel like anything's good from this. It just feels like an attack on the fact that I don't keep stuff on the cloud, because throughout my modeling career, I've lost thousands and thousands of images that were just priceless to me through the cloud, through Dropbox, through iCloud. So I always just do hard drives. And everything is saved on hard drives, and I have just so many hard drives. I actually have several hard drives that I can't access anymore. So if this works, maybe I'll just send all of them in there, and then I'll be able to recover some stuff that I thought I lost. But I'm just, wow. It was like an 80-degree day today. It's supposed to be in the high 70s tomorrow. So I'm going to clear this phone off as much as I can. Hi, kitty. My kitty's on her back. She's got all 4 paws in the air, and she's just laying there looking at me. She's so goofy. I'm gonna go over to a community garden tomorrow. I had so many vlogs. This really sucks. And I'm going to go get all that content again, because they've got a really beautiful garden over there. So I think, because the weather hasn't shifted too much on us yet, I think that I'll be able to get some flower content with this other hard drive, so that I have at least something to get me through for the next month. Because I'm talking like all the pumpkin content I had, all of the sunflowers, everything that would roll me into autumn is on that hard drive. So I think more than anything, my heart's just breaking. Like, please don't let this be like the end of that. Please let them restore it. But yeah, like, I feel like I have, like, what do I do with myself? Because when I had nothing, I was like, I'm like, okay, I just need to start shooting. No problem. Just start shooting. Just build content. It's fine. This is horrible. I wouldn't wish this on my worst nightmare or my worst enemy. You know, it's like a fucking nightmare. I'm gonna go out because my neighbors are outside. I think they can hear me.